Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Living in the Red Dot. This is May from Singapore. Today I have two perfumes for you from the house of Chloe, particularly from the Chloe Nomade line. If this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Hi again everyone. So the first one I want to talk about is the Chloe Nomade EDT. The bottle looks like this. I wasn't planning on getting this one, but I got it at a good deal, so I decided, why not? I'll add it to my collection. The reason why I never intended to get it was because it was when I tried the EDT and the EDP, they were very, very similar to each other. So I decided to go with the EDP, which had a little bit more longevity of about 4-6 hours plus, and it was also a bit deeper and a bit more sophisticated, so I found it appropriate for nighttime and daytime. It also makes for a very good signature scent. But then I ended up getting the Chloe Nomade Absolute here, which is again very kind of similar to the EDP, but the Mirabelle plum is really highlighted on this, and I really like the sweetness that one gave. So yeah, so this one is also very good for nighttime, maybe a bit too heavy for warm weathers, but I would wear this on daytime, like no problem. And then like I said, I came across a good deal for the Chloe EDT, and I decided to get it and compare it again with the EDP when I brought it home. And it's still very similar, but the biggest difference is it is an EDT, so it is much lighter, and so you can tell the difference, the colors of this leather band are different. This one is quite light compared to this one, and the Absolute is different as well. So yeah, so the EDT is very light. So if you find the Absolute and the EDP too heavy for you, give the EDT a try. And the EDT is quite it's more fruity. Like, yes, it has that Mirabelle plum for the fruitiness, but I think the lychee is really shining through a lot. Then there's that underlying citruses that makes it fresh. So yeah, so the EDT is definitely much fresher. So if you're the type of people that like to wear lighter perfumes during the day, perhaps get the Chloe EDT for the daytime and the EDP or the Absolute for nighttime, because they are both, well, all three are very beautiful perfumes, but I won't say you need all of them, since there is a similar DNA running through all three. Now, most recently, 2022, Chloe released another one from the Nomade line, and it's the Eau de Parfum Naturelle. It looks like this. And when I sprayed it on paper, I did not like it. Yeah, I didn't like it on paper. For some reason, it just, something about it like bugged me. I don't know why. I wasn't impressed, and I just didn't think much about it. I just pocketed the test paper and left it at that. But then I tried it again another time, and I sprayed it on skin, and like I just did right now as well, just to remind me what it's like. And I'd have to say this perfume surprised me. It's very, very different on the skin. And I just experienced that with a Miss Dior Rose Essence, the latest release. It's very different on paper and very different on skin as well. So this one, it's sweeter than the EDP, the classic EDP for sure. And I say it's also it's even sweeter than the Absolute, but the Absolute is a little bit more, has a little bit more depth in its sweetness, whereas this one, the sweetness is more kind of creamier and lighter. And well, definitely the sweetness I think comes from the dates, and the Mirabelle like combination there. But I'm just curious as to, I don't know where the creaminess is coming from, because it does transform. Like it transforms like after a few minutes. It gets creamy, oily. It kind of like the feeling that I get when the perfume has something like tuberose in it. But I don't think there's tuberose, but I do kind of smell the tiare flower. Like I can smell that on the I know the tiare smell from La Panthère of Cartier Liger, and it's there, that tiare flower in there, and it smells really, really good. And also this like kind of coconut oil, suntan oil like mixed in. So this gives it like that very, very tropical kind of beach vibe, very bright. It's so different from the other Nomade line. The other Nomade line has the oak moss and the herbal kind of scent to it from the Davana. So it has that slight kind of masculine edge to it, a bit kind of smoky-ish, earthy-ish. This one I think is the most kind of feminine out of all of it. Definitely leans more feminine. Just very beautiful. Like it's like a bright summer day or a beach day. It's perfect for that. So performance wise, it also surprised me, because I don't know if you've watched my other review of the Chloe Classic Naturelle like perfume. I think they released it last year. That was just horrible. That was like bug spray. It was awful. And I don't know how long it lasts on skin, but a lot of people said it disappears pretty quickly. But you know, quickly is not fast enough for me. I just had to wash it off. So this one, I did not expect it to stay long, because it said Naturelle. So I think it uses less alcohol in it. So longevity, I expected it to be maybe like an EDT. So I was right, you know, sillage and projection is not big. It's kind of like a cloud on you and skin scent in about an hour. But it stays on the skin like forever. I think it was on my skin for like 10 hours, like 8 to 10 hours. I could still smell it on my skin. So that was really surprising about this new Nomade Eau de Parfum Naturelle. So like I said, it's very different from the rest of the Nomade perfumes in that line. So definitely give this one a try, because it's very, very interesting. The performance is interesting as well. I'd love to know how it develops on your skin, if it does, because it's just really surprising in a very pleasant way. So if you like this review, please press like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.